Hi everyone, I am Julie Schiffman with julieschiffman.com, and today we are helping to relieve pain in your joints, especially if your body is speaking to you with arthritis or something similar. Anyone suffering with symptoms of arthritis knows how crippling and debilitating it can be. It's incredibly painful and it can be life-changing as inflammation, pain, stiffness, and swelling all set in over the years. Arthritis is the nation's leading cause of disability, and most people believe that they have to learn to live with it. These symptoms are the body's way of telling you that something's wrong. It's a red flag. It is a warning signal that something needs to change in your body and it needs help. As I've said before, it could be that you need to look at your diet, or you need to look at your sleep habits, or other factors that might be playing a part in your body. However, we do know that emotional stress takes a huge toll on the body when we don't address what's going on in our lives. And it's the one area most people don't like to address because they're afraid to explore it, or afraid that it might bring up some painful memories or painful emotions. Whether you've been diagnosed with arthritis or you've been suffering with these symptoms, this is the way that your body is speaking to you, and there are some things that you can do to help yourself, and tapping, of course, is one of them. One of the most important things I want to express to you in this video is that regardless of what kind of pain you are experiencing, it is your body's language. And most physical pain is your body's way of expressing unresolved emotions, unresolved traumas, things that have happened in the past that you haven't processed, that you haven't released, and so it's sort of stuck in your body. And that's what we're going to address today. Now, I want to say that I'm not a doctor, and tapping is not going to cure painful joints or arthritis, but it will help you to address the underlying emotions or things that have gone on in your life that could then help your body to heal. When we're in the midst of what we perceive as a trauma or a difficult period of time, we go into what we call survival mode, and we protect ourselves by putting away these emotions. When we do this by internalizing, denying, or disconnecting from them, and this can create a real imbalance in our energy system, and as a result, symptoms can start to appear, especially when we're under significant stress. And everyone is different, of course, right? Each person has had their own experiences, and we all have our own values and our morals and our beliefs, and we're all raised differently from different parents. However, there does seem to be some common traits in people who suffer with arthritis, especially rheumatoid arthritis. And I want to share these things with you only as things to think about. It doesn't mean that these are you, or if these traits are similar to you, that you're going to have arthritis, but these are just some things to think about as we go through this process. So, do you feel like that you are someone who is storing some deep-rooted resentment or anger? You know, if you're someone who you've just been holding on to stuff for so long, then you want to address it. Are you a people pleaser? Are you always trying to please others, but then often when you are doing things for other people, then you often feel put upon or resentful? Are you someone who really pushes yourself to keep going without much rest in order to be perfect? And another common trait is the constant pattern of self-criticism and self-judgment, and not giving yourself a break, not letting yourself off the hook for anything. And so we're going to tap for these symptoms today, painful joints. So just notice how you are feeling right now as we dive into this. And I want you to pay attention to a couple of things. So we want to look at, where is the pain in your body? Is it in your hands? Is it in your feet? Is it in all your joints? Is it in your knees? Just pay attention to it. And you want to pay attention to, how big is the pain? So is it small pain like the size of a pea, or is it really big pain? Does it take up the whole joint? Is it a big area in your body? So you want to pay attention to that as well. And get specific with it. How does it feel? You might recognize some of these statements that maybe you say to yourself, such as, I'm feeling so inflamed, or I have this throbbing pain in my knee or in my hands or my feet. I'm so stiff in my hands and wrists, I can't even make a fist, or I can't open a jar, or I can't do things that I want to be able to do or that I was once able to do. Maybe you say things like, my hips are killing me, or any other things that you recognize that you say on a regular basis. You just want to be aware of this. You can write it down, you can pause this video, and you can come back to it and tap on those statements that you find yourself saying over and over again. I want you to rate the pain on the scale of 0 to 10. How bad is it? 10 is you can't stand one more minute of it, and 0 is no pain at all. And if you're tapping with me here, you're probably somewhere in the middle, I would imagine. And if you can feel an emotion with this pain, we want you to add that in too. And we're going to cover a lot of that in this tapping right now. So as always, please remember to take responsibility for your own emotional and physical well-being and reach out to an EFT practitioner if you need to. So I want you just to take a big deep breath in here and let it go. And remember, this is your time right now. And so we're going to go through this process of tapping. Tapping on the side of the hand, either side. Even though my body has been speaking to me with symptoms of arthritis, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though my joints are stiff, and I'm in a great deal of pain, I'm open to transforming this pain into grace and ease as I let go. Even though I have little flexibility in my joints, which makes it really hard to do everyday things, I'm open to making a change. Even though it's hard to love and accept myself with all this pain and lack of mobility. It's been a big change for me. I'm open to the possibilities. And we're going to tap through the points here. All these symptoms of arthritis. All this pain. I'm in so much pain all the time. It's hard to do everyday normal activities. Like climbing the stairs, putting on shoes, walking, opening a jar. All these things that used to be easy for me. I'm so frustrated. And I'm in so much pain in my, label it, hands, wrists, joints, knees, feet, whatever it is for you. I can't even remember what it feels like to feel good. And nothing has helped me. I feel so helpless. But I'm open to accepting where I'm at. And I'm open to healing it now. But I'm also afraid. I'm afraid that it may get worse. Or that I've passed the point of improvement. And some days I may feel like giving up. But I'm not ready to give in quite yet. I'm open to feeling safe. Addressing all the emotions that may live in my joints. These emotions just want to be heard. I'm open to listening and letting go. Transforming this pain into lightness and ease. I'm releasing the pain in my joints. I can feel my joints relaxing. The inflammation is coming down. And I'm open to releasing the emotions that might be trapped in my joints. Letting it go from all the joints in my body. I'm letting go of all the trauma from my joints. I'm letting go of the anger and resentment from my joints. I'm releasing all the guilt and the shame from my joints. I'm letting go of all the fears and uncertainty from my joints. I'm releasing the bitterness and the hatred that I might be carrying in my joints towards me or anybody else. My body is listening as I let go. And I love how my body responds to my calm voice. I've been critical long enough. Thank you, body. I love you, body. And that may not be easy for me to say, because I may be angry or frustrated with my body. But I'm open to healing and forgiving. I am so grateful for all the things my body can do. My body is a miracle. And I am creating a space to shift and believe that my body can heal now. The possibilities are endless for what my body can do. I'm loosening up and letting go. Tap your wrists together and say peace. Good job. Take a big deep breath in. And let it go and see how your joints feel. How do you feel? You're probably feeling somewhat relaxed from tapping, and hopefully you're noticing a drop in pain as well. Although you might have noticed that some emotions came up for you, and if that's the case, if you notice some tears or anything else, go back and keep tapping. It's an indication that tapping is working for you and that it's just working its way through. And that's the goal here. We want to bring it up and bring it out. So if you like this video, please go ahead and hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos coming out. Thank you as always for tapping for me, and keep up the good work.